Welcome to the Mussar video blog. We're in difficult times now with this virus, and it's something I take very seriously. And a lot of people are talking about all kinds of important lessons. And the honest truth, we don't know what's going to be, but at the same time, this is a Mussar video blog, so I just want to focus on one point that we can extract from this. Last week we spoke about humility. The general idea of humility, that sometimes we think that we're big shots, that we're in control. And this is giving us a very, very powerful message that we're not in control. I mean, the whole world, literally, the whole world is paralyzed. We've been neutralized. We're all sitting at home. Society is on a standstill. And we have to take it to heart that there's a certain frailty to being human. I just want to add to that as well, and that is that knowledge. Sometimes, we tend to think that we know what's going to happen, we're planning, we're in control, and a little bit we know that it doesn't always work out the way we think it will, but we have a contingency plan, and we have a basic understanding of how things will be. But now we're in a situation where I've been listening to what's been coming out for the past few weeks, and one thing is very clear to me, is that people are just making educated guesses, because they say this morning one thing and this afternoon they say completely different. And I mean it literally. I've heard that. In one community, we're not going to close the schools because we've decided it's not really the right way to go, and a few hours later they're closing all the schools. So what just happened? Well, I think it's the right decision, but so things are coming out, and we're getting clearer and clearer that how we really don't understand, we really don't know. And so it reminded me, there's a song, it came out relatively recently, and the words of the song are Zeh davar echad shani yodea. There's one thing that I know, v'zeh she'ani mamash lo yodea, and that is that I literally, really do not know. Now, that song has a lot, in those words have a lot in them. What that means, how humans think we know, but ultimately, if we get to a point where we realize that I really don't know, that's a level. That's the ultimate level, to recognize that the human mind is a gift from God. Like we say in our prayers, Ata chonein la'adam das. You grant a person intelligence. We say that every day. In our Shemon Esrei, you grant, it's a gift. Ata chonein. You give it to us as a gracious act that we have intelligence at all. You created a world of order. We have science. Well, if the world didn't have order, then science wouldn't get to first base, because the fact that there's an order to the world, science can try to study and unlock what that order is. And science keeps finding out more and more and more. But that's also a gift. Because, when God created the world, He could have created it with a randomness. That one day it's like this, and one day it's like that, and who knows what. The fact that there's an ongoing rules of nature, that there's an order to all of creation, that's a gift. You have to appreciate that. It's not a given. Science couldn't operate without that gift of God. So, you put this all together, it's something to contemplate, that I think I know, but ultimately, it's all a gift. I really don't know that much. So there's a lot. This is just a few points that we have here to be humbled about. But unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be here for a while. So there's a lot to think about. And I really think it's important that we get the message and recognize our human frailty. And as that song continues, Ein od milvado efes zulato. There is nothing else besides Hashem, zero outside of Him. That's where we have to get to that point and recognize that it's all about God, and everything that we have is a gift, and appreciate that. See you next time.